This is the second example for forward and backward scanning. So I have a network here and I've gone and done a little checker box for each activity just before the activity starts. So at the vertex just before the activity starts, I've done each of these and labeled them for each activity. Plus I've done one at the end. And I've also done one for the dummy activity. Some teachers don't always put these in. I just put them in just so it's all consistent with normal forward and backward scanning. Just remember that a dummy activity has a value of 0, has a weight of 0. Alright, so starting off, I've got activity in A and B which have no immediate predecessors, so they're both going to start at 0. And again, I'm using blue for my earliest start time in my forward scan, and when I do my backward scan, I'm going to do red for my latest start time for each activity. Alright, so to start activity C, so up this way, I have to go through A. That is the only way that I can start activity C. So 0 plus 10 is 10. And then if I jump down to activity, going through activity B to start D, I'm going to, I have to go through activity B to start D. It's my only option. So it's going to be 0 plus 10 is 10. Now a really good way to be completing the boxes is kind of to be doing a scan along an even like vertical line through your network rather than just going the whole way across and then coming back and doing this way, because you need to be constantly looking for if there's multiple ways to come into a vertex. So if you've done the whole way along and then you've come this way and then there's another option coming in, that would change your values over here. So best to be sort of doing things like in a vertical fashion and completing things as you wind through the network. All right, so I've done C and D. So coming into activity E, I only have one option coming in because this one's coming out. So I'm going to have 10 plus 4 is 14. And the dummy activity will have the same earliest starting time. Remember, the dummy activity is just there to make the precedence of each activity be correct. It's not a real activity. Jumping down over here, so I'm completing sort of this section at the same time. To start activity F, I've got two options here. The option coming in from D, I've got 10 plus the 5 is 15 as one option. And my other option is the 14. So coming through C and the dummy. So 14 plus the 0. So my option there is 14. Okay. So again, forward scanning, we're looking for the highest option. I've got 14 and 15. So I'm going to use the 15 here. All right. So to start G, again, I have two options coming in. So I can use E, so checker box E, 14 plus the 3 is 17, is one option to start G. And I also have this option coming in through F. So I've got 15 plus the 7, so is 22. 22. So again, I'm looking for my highest option when I'm doing my forward scan. So I'm going to pop that 22 in there. And then the only way to finish is the 22 plus the 2, which is 24. And now I've completed the forward scan. Doing the backward scan, I'm now going to switch to red. Backward scan, I'm minusing, using the opposite direction for the arrows, and making sure that you're completing for each, you're going the opposite direction for the activity box. So I know that it's completed in 24, so I write 24 in the second one. So 24 minus the 2 for G is 22. 22 minus the 3 for E is 19. 22 minus the 7 for F is 15. 15 minus the 0 for the dummy is 15. Now this is where we've got the choice of 2. So we've got the choice of 2 options coming back through to C. So 15 and 19, and remember we're taking the lowest option here, so we take the 15. So 15 minus the 4 for C will be 11. And 11 minus 10 for A is 1. And then coming back to complete my boxes around here, so I'm at this one here. 15 minus the 5 for box D is 15 minus 5, 10. And then 10 minus the 10 for box B is 0. So that's the forward and backward scan done. And now to find the critical path, I'm just looking for the boxes which have double of the same number. So I've got box B, D, F, G, and the completion. So B, D, F, and G. So my critical path is B, G, B, D, F, G, and that's going to take 24 minutes, hours, seconds, whatever it is defined in the question. And once again, if you are asked anything about a slack time or float time for any activity, you can find that really easily by finding the actual activity that you're looking for, find the box. So for example, for activity C, we have a float time of 1 increment or whatever timing fraction we're looking at. Okay, hope that's helped.